to an audience, so they've done remarkably well. I must give a very special welcome to Mrs. St Clair, who's the Depute at St John's, and I know she's very much looking forward to having our wonderful Primary 7s as our new set of first years. Mrs. St Clair has kindly come along today to help hand out our prizes. Also want to welcome Gemma Hearn from our Parent Council Chair, and also to Susan Johnson, who is our Active Schools Coordinator, and always to Father Ken, who I'm delighted to have back with us after his recovery from surgery. We've missed him very much indeed, and he continues to do an amazing job in helping and to guide and support our school and family in the faith. And I'll ask Father Ken if he can begin our awards with a prayer.
As we gather this afternoon as a school community to celebrate success in its various forms, we thank you for the young people of St Peter and Paul's, for those who've done well, for those who've done their best, for those who we honour with success in various activities, be it schoolwork and music and sporting activity, and above all, in service to the community and the school for which St Peter and Paul's is well renowned. So we ask you to inspire us all to seek your kingdom, to live joyfully in your presence and grow in your image. Empower us now with your Spirit that we may be credible witnesses of your love, and preserve in these very special young people a sense of wonder at the marvels of life. Bless them, that they may grow in love and concern and service for the good of others, and they may develop a true sense of values and grow together in wisdom and grace. And this we ask through Christ our Lord.
Thank you, Father Ken. I'm delighted to have our school family all together face-to-face for the first time in really probably 2 to 3 years, and it's just wonderful to see everyone gathered here today. It's just been too long. But I know that for some of you, maybe coming face-to-face isn't as good for you, because some of you might have liked to have still been sitting at home and with your jammy bottoms on whilst you were watching on Teams, or even to put yourself, the camera off, put mute on and maybe have a wee munchie of the crisps, maybe tend to your emails, or maybe even watch Netflix as well. And I'm really sorry, but for today, you're not going to be able to put me on mute either. So, I know that coming back face to face is really a wonderful thing, but maybe for some, not so much. It really does fill me with so much happiness to know that everyone has come out on the other side of the pandemic, and that we've made huge progress recovering what has been a very immensely tough time. I think we're finally emerging from the dark clouds of COVID. Well, I hope so. So please, everyone, just remember to keep yourselves safe over the summer period. I'm extremely proud to stand here today to give praise to our staff for the continued efforts that they do to meet the needs of our young people. We have continued to build back and recover from the effects of COVID. We have seen the gaps in learning. We've seen the impact on children's social and emotional well-being. However, the change made over the past year is testament to the support that our staff give every single day. Despite the massive setbacks heavily placed around mislearning and absences, both for staff and pupils, and can I say that I think this year has been even tougher than the last year, especially with those absences. But our sensational staff have gone above and beyond to push on through, planning and preparing tirelessly to provide learning suited to all individuals, and showing great flexibility and being relentless to the changes to timetables, showing patience and understanding throughout. And we've got some of our kind of support staff this year who know only too well what that has felt like. Although attainment has fallen across the country, our school is slowly picking up, and some of our results are showing bigger jumps than we thought possible. And I believe that this is a result of the great partnerships that we have in our school, working with outside agencies, but also as a result of the significant commitment of the support from our parents. Over the past year, I have seen a great increase in families working jointly with the school to get the best for our learners. We have seen Team Around the Child meetings more than quadruple, with parents' views being even more central to children's progress. This is just fantastic. Even though I would describe our school as a heavily family-centred school, I feel closer relationships have evolved between staff and parents this year. This has always been my goal, and I am delighted to see and hear parents and staff feeling much more relaxed in conversation and feeling much more connected. I think our profession is one of the most important professions in the world. Being there for somebody else's child is such a responsible job, and our staff are fully devoted to the role. We recently explored as a cluster event our own values, and what was really heartwarming was that almost all put the value of love at the top of their list. Our school values are of respect, responsibility and readiness, with ambition, tolerance and inclusion rooted in these. But I can see that our staff live and breathe the value of love, loving each and every child that comes into their care here at St Peter and Paul's. And this, for me, is the most important value of all. It also reinforces our values that's very much rooted in what St Marcelin stated and what St John's foundations are built on. And that is, if you want to teach young people, first you must love them, and you must love them all equally. And that's certainly the case at St Peter and Paul's. But we also have staff showing love to one another, supporting staff and lifting each other's spirits, and reaching out as well to support our families in need. And you'll see that we've actually got staff who've even gone above and beyond to make these wonderful cookies, personalised cookies for the school. And I just wanted to say thank you to Miss Aitken for making that cookie, because it was delicious, absolutely. And it really just helps to boost morale for our staff. I really would like to recognise that dedication and commitment of our team continue to show for our young families and our young people. So today I'd like to say thank you to all that you do. So let's give them a clap. And we now have a little treat from our primary 4 and 5 dancers who have only just recently re-rehearsed their routine. They did it a long time ago, so there might be little bits in the middle that they're maybe unsure of, but they were just desperate to perform it today. So can I ask our primary 4 to 5s to come onto the altar, please?
You're a troublemaker. You ain't nothing but a troublemaker, girl.
You had me hooked again from the minute you sat down. The way you bite your lip got my head spinning around. After a drink or two, I was putty in your hands. I don't know if I'll have the strength to stand. Oh, troublemaker, yeah, that's your middle name. Oh, I know you're no good, but you're stuck in my brain. And I wanna know, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? My mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Oh, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker, it's like you're always there in the corners of my mind. I see a silhouette every time I close my eyes. There must be poison in those fingertips of yours, 'cause I keep coming back again for more. Oh, troublemaker, yeah, that's your middle name. Oh, I know you're no good, but you're stuck in my brain. And I wanna know, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? My mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Oh, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad?
Well done, children, that was great. I would now like to go and talk to you just a little bit about some of the great work that's been going on this year, particularly around Dundee's new initiative of Every Dundee Learner Matters. This is about improving outcome for our young people to improve their life chances. The work within the city has involved working with the Robert Owen Centre in developing collaboration and research work in our classes. The work that they have done has been described as world class. And it really resonated with me just how important it was for our own learning and how together we are creating stronger cultures of making a difference in order to provide the best quality of learning and teaching. I'd like to take the time to thank all of our staff and in particular the improvement groups that were selected to lead staff in the development of writing, to try and improve engagement and differentiated support. There has been a power of work that has been put into this, and as a result, our daily writing initiative took place, and we've seen really positive improvement both in children's engagement in writing and children's ability to write. This is fantastic. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Mackenzie, who has had the overall lead of the project. Many thanks, Mrs. Mackenzie. We've also continued to work hard to increase skills in reading, and our results in some areas are within the highest bracket across the city, and I think that's also an incredible achievement. Many thanks to our reading leaders, to Mrs. Rice and to Mrs. Marr, for all their hard work in driving our reading initiatives forward. Also a special thanks and a special mention to them for securing £9,000 to bring a brand new library facility to our school, and we hope that we can have this opened around about October time next session. Mrs. Main has been working with our children to develop digital leaders. We have had some of our primary 5 and 6's children who have volunteered to become microbit ambassadors. And I did have to ask Mrs. Main to explain to me exactly what that role was. And it's really to do with lots of coding and I think there's videoing and programming that's involved. But what the ambassadors have been doing is they've been helping to teach their own classes how to code using these microbits. This is absolutely fantastic, and they're helping us on our journey to achieve our Digital Schools Award. Mrs. Main is going to continue to drive forward this next session, so thank you very much, Mrs. Main, for what you do. I'd like to give a special thanks to our senior management team, Mrs. Tierney and Mrs. Mackenzie, for running about daft in what I can only describe as an emergency response team. They have taken on jobs of cleaners, counsellors, janitors, first aiders, traffic wardens, dinner staff, you name it, they do it all. They've been truly wonderful and so supportive, and I can't thank them enough. I just couldn't do what I do without them. Mrs. Tierney couldn't be with us today as she had to leave us a little bit earlier than anticipated to give birth to our baby boy, Connell, so we wish her all the best and congratulate her as well, so thank you. We really do have a fantastic team at St Peter and Paul's, and before we start our awards, I'd like to thank each and every one of them, from your class teachers to the office staff to the support staff, volunteers, janitors, kitchen staff, cleaners, crossing patrollers, and more. Thank you for all that you do. And we now have another little dance treat from our primary 5 to 7 dancers. So would they like to come forward, please?
Faster than a hairpin trigger. Don't you say, don't you say, don't say, don't you say. One breath This is a Missy Elliott exclusive.
Yeah. Walk up in the thing, I be on my game. If it's competition, I put them to shame. Different kind of chick, we are not the same. I raised all these babies, call me Captain Jackson. Please don't steal my style, I might cuss you out. What you doing now? I did for a while. Missy, 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 go ahead, let it snap. I'ma snatch they wigs till I see that scab. Beetle, and across the map. Lambo on the block, looking like a snack. I show you how I do it, show you how it's done. Don't look for another Missy, cause there be no another one. Watch me.
And as I said yesterday, you just want to get me up dancing, but I think, as they say, or the old ones say, I would give you a bit of a minter if I went up there and danced with you. So wonderful, that was great. I'd now like to move on to speak to our parents. I'd like to thank you for entrusting your children into our care. We know how precious they are, and it is with great care that we together help them through their learning journey. It is an absolute privilege to help, support and guide them. And I must also thank you for your tremendous support that you have given the school. I cannot thank you all for the words of encouragement in your emails, in your calls and in your seesaw messages that you give of support. And you're regularly telling us how good a job that we are doing, but it's actually you who's doing the really great job, and this is evident in the success and achievements that we are celebrating here today. I should also take the opportunity to thank our Parent Council for their support over the year, for organising and attending a number of Zoom meetings, and like them to thank them for organising the summer fair, which I'm sure you will all agree was a great success. It was so well run and well attended, and a whopping £1,800 was raised. That's just incredible, especially after the tough years that we've had. Well done also to everyone who helped out behind the scenes and dedicated gifts too. There are so many of you that have gone above and beyond, which has included giving up your time to help with after-school clubs, to help with the upkeep of our school planters, but we've also had parents who have volunteered to set up and run our school library next session. Not only to mention this, but also I should mention that the efforts that were put into their Primary 7s Leavers Disco, it was just absolutely a cracking night, and just thank you to the parents who organised everything for that. Your time and your support is greatly appreciated indeed. So I must also say thank you to Gemma Hearn, who is the chair of our Parent Council, and we gave a little token of appreciation to her yesterday at our Primary 1 to 3 prize giving. So children, I think we really do need to put our hands together for all our parents. Well done. Thank you. As our year now draws to a close, it is time to recognise and celebrate the success and achievement of our young people. I'd like to speak to you now, the children. Today is a moment to come together to recognise all the hard work, determination and resilience that you have shown over the year. And it's also a time to reflect and to be proud of the kindness that you've shown, the friendships that you've made and the good times you've had. And I know you've had lots and lots of good times this year. I know that everyone has worked hard this year, and although not everyone can receive an award today, it is important to realise and reflect on all that you have achieved and to be very proud of yourselves indeed. Each and every one of you are stars here today. You fully embrace our school routines, remembering the 3 golden rules of being ready, responsible and being respectful. And you are all absolute credits to the school and also to your families. So well done to all our children. And now for our awards. Before I hand out the awards for our Primary 4s, I'd like to say thank you to you, P4, for being our eco-leaders. Your role has been to promote eco-issues within the school and to work towards our green flag. Although we're not there yet, the children and the staff have begun to think about how we can make our school greener and cleaner. They have run Design the Bin competitions for the school, and we hope to have these new bin design winners announced soon and to have our bins installed in the playground. They've been making birdhouses to encourage wildlife into the school, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them hanging up in the ground soon. They've also been helping our janitorial staff with litter picking in the playground, and I am delighted to hear that our younger children are also keen to take on this role too. So, can I ask now Mrs. St Clair to come forward to present our Primary 4 prizes? So our first prize in Primary 4 for being an enthusiastic learner, it's going to Rory Meek. Well done, Rory. For developing great confidence and always working hard, well done to Nicola Kubiak. For showing great maturity over the year and working really hard, well done to Elliot Delaney. For being very creative with writing, well done to Phoebe Shaw. And to Primary 4B, for showing kindness and respect to others, well done Abby Maguire. For overcoming challenges and showing resilience, well done to Emma McNamee. For demonstrating a mature attitude to learning, well done to Paige Wall. And for developing confidence, well done to Summer MacDonald. Well done. Well done, Primary 4. And just before I move on, we must congratulate our Primary 4s who made their first Holy Communion on Sunday. And we have your certificates here to present to you today. Mr. Forbes, would you like to come forward? And do you want me to read out the names then and hand you the certificates? Thank you. Okay, come forward. Emily Lees. Well done. Cuba. To Aaron. To Rory. To Finn. Oliver. Leighton. Mary. Casper. Kiva. Georgie. Devon. Callum. Nicholas. And Nicola. And Callum Daly as well. Here. And it's just wonderful to see so many of our first communicants this year. Just wonderful to see. Indeed, it was a beautiful, beautiful Mass. So well done to our primary fours. Okay, moving on now to our primary fives. Primary fives have had a very busy year. They've been taking on the leading role in driving forwards our rights-respecting schools. They have been supported by Miss Monroe, Mrs. Robertson and Miss Stewart, and they've created a wonderful video of Article 31 on the right to play. Now, the video was quite long, so we've decided just to cut it short a little bit. The sound quality is not 100%, but we just thought it would be lovely to show you a little bit of the video that they've created. So we'll just watch that just now. I must admit, every time I see that and see them all doing the sort of meditation and whatnot, I think, you know, your parents must be saying, isn't it great to be at school just now and doing all those things? It wasn't like that when we were at school, but no, it was lovely to see. And I'd also like to say that Miss Monroe has been helping to raise awareness and embed our rights of the child into our everyday practice. And we now have posters displayed in every classroom, along with class charters. And due to the hard work and effort, I am delighted to announce that our school has now been given its Bronze Award. So well done to everyone. And we're now on our journey towards our silver, and I'm hoping that that'll maybe take a few years to do, but I'm hoping over the next few years that we can achieve that too. Primary 5 have also been working towards their Young STEM Leaders Award, and they've been working closely with Primary 2 and Miss Gordon, who's taking on the leading role of this at the moment in the school. The children are leading the way to promote STEM, and I think we've actually got a few budding scientists and engineers in Primary 5. So just want to say thank you to the staff and to Primary 5 for the work that you've done there as well. And now for our Primary 5 awards. And Mrs. St Clair, would you like to come forward again? Thank you. So our first award is going to someone for his infectious enthusiasm in learning and helping others. Well done to Gavin McMillan. For giving everything a go this year, even when they find things tricky. Well done to Holly Rattray. For having a positive attitude to everything that they do. Well done to Coden Vanett. For showing a great work ethic, maturity and positivity in class. Well done to Ishan Mohammed. And now to our primary 5B, for always being positive and looking for the good in everything and everyone. Well done to Sophia Ward. For always being positive even when things were hard, never giving up and always trying their best. Well done to Tyler Hutchison. For always being a great friend and considering other people's feelings. Well done to Ryan Keenan. And for giving everything a go this year, even when things were a bit tricky and hard. Well done to Riley Sloan. Wonderful. Get a photo. Big smiles. Well done. Wonderful. Now moving on to our primary sixes. Primary six have also had a leading role in the school and have been very busy promoting road safety. They have run a road safety competition and are in the process of creating key rings to sell in school to help remind families to park away from the zigzag lines or the double yellow lines and to keep the school area safe and clear of parked cars. They've also worked with our Safer Routes to School team and presented road safety messages to classes. Thank you, children, for taking on your role so well and promoting our road safety, because it is a very important message. And I would also like to say that I'm very, very much looking forward to you moving on to your senior phase in your primary 7 year next year. So now for our awards. Primary 6A. For working his socks off in everything he does, especially when creating fantastic pieces of writing. Well done to Ben Devon McCurtain. For showing a positive attitude and smiling every day. Well done to Reese Collins. Look at that big smile that you've got coming down here. Fantastic. For working hard in all areas of the curriculum, well done to Tebal Gulsar. For always having beautiful manners and helping others, well done to Caden Lato. Now to primary 6B. For overcoming challenges, showing resilience, developing your mindset and working so hard this year in class. An amazing job. Well done to Kenzie King. For working extremely hard across the curriculum and making incredible progress. Very, very proud of you indeed. Well done to Mia McPhail. For building confidence and believing in yourself this year. Well done to Penny McNabb. And for showing great work ethic, maturity and a positive attitude, well done to Cameron Sandyman. pose for your photo. Well done. Thank you very much, Mrs. Sinclair, for handing out those awards. And can I now ask Father Ken if you can come forward to present the next award? We have created a very special award this year called the St. Peter and St. Paul Award. And this award is going to a girl in primary 6 who has shown extreme kindness and care, being fully committed to her faith, and shows so much to others, and she's never ever missed Mass, and she thinks of others who are in need all the time. She's very thoughtful, and she even visited Father Ken when he was unwell. And it is with great pleasure that I award this new St. Peter and St. Paul Award to Ellie Lee Cushney. There we go. Well done, Ellie. And Mr. Forbes, I'll get a photograph with you and Father Ken. We have continued to involve our children in citizenship learning this year, and we've even had support from our families to help the families in need that have been affected by war and the conflict in Ukraine. You donated so much, and you'll see from the photograph how much was donated, and my car was absolutely filled to the brim. I'm really was touched by the generosity from everyone. We've also had our Rota Kids that have continued to work with the community, and only recently joined with the Dundee High School to undertake a community litter pick. That was great work, everyone. Well done. I'd also need to recognise the work that Dan Brom, our school family development worker, has done this year. He has supported young care experienced children and families, and we put together a new school pledge for our young carers. He has also given an overwhelming amount of support to our families, securing funding for residential trips, food parcels, Christmas gift appeals, and has made numerous referrals for families in need. Not only to mention that he's successfully run our stay and play session for families to come to, and it's so well attended. And I must say thank you to Mrs. White for also helping out too. So very, very grateful, Darren, for all that you do. We have encouraged children to take part in competitions, and we're always chuffed when we hear that we've got winners. And we were very chuffed indeed when we found out that our school won £2,000 from the primary token appeal in the Evening Tilly. Many thanks and well done to all our families and our parishioners who handed in those tokens, and we've now purchased new benches and tables for the school, along with some new playground equipment. We also encourage our children to enter into our Rotarian competitions of young photographer, young artist and young writer, and over the years we have had winners. And again today I'm delighted that we have winners this year at St. Peter and Paul's. So I would like to congratulate Shelby Bertie on winning the young photographer category. And to Emily Maxwell for winning the Young Artist competition. Well done, girls. We have managed this year to run our World Book Day event. We've hosted our own mass reader event, and we continue to run our health days with the support of partnerships and outside agencies. I do have to give a special mention to Tesco, who donated our ice lollies for the children on our sports day, and they also help out regularly with providing ingredients for our cooking sessions, so thank you to them. As part of our recovery, I also felt it was really important to get the children out where possible to increase their confidence levels of going places. And we have strengthened our links with the V&A, with classes visiting the museum. And this year, we were extremely honoured to be invited to take part in the exhibition that was designed by Yinka Laurie, who designed this lovely maze in Dundee. It was just so fantastic, and we were very privileged that it was televised on STV, and I think it was a great way to celebrate children's learning. And we thought we would show you a little clip from the news on our screen. Again, the sound quality isn't 100%, so if you could just listen, and hopefully you'll hear the children really well.
V&A Museum. Listening to Joy will see visitors guide their way through the ever-changing space and experiment with sound making. This will be recorded to create a series of musical pieces. Designer Yinka Ilore hopes to spark the imagination and remind people of the power of play. The exhibit is open until April.
Colour for me signifies joy, merrymaking, storytelling. So I wanted to try and sort of bring in that moment of joy and energy into space, but also kids are such visual, individuals, and they remember things by looking and touching and being quite tactile. So there's 2 xylophones in here that are interactive. There are also 4 spaces for kids to come in and play and make music at any pace they want and any sounds they want. And there's also a series of zips that can be unzipped and zipped, so they can manoeuvre from one space into the other and move around.
I like the musical instruments and jumping in and out of the zips. I really enjoyed it, and I would come back here again with my family to have a go.
It was really fun, and I would come back on my own with my mum or dad if I was allowed.
Oh, so well done to children for having the guts to speak on live TV. Well done. So now for our Primary 7 awards. I know there will be very emotional parents here today, seeing their child grow into confident, responsible and successful young people who have made their time here both for themselves and for the staff very special indeed. I know I've already said a few words to them at the Primary 7 Leavers Show, but I just want to reiterate how proud I am of each and every one of you. You're about to embark on your next journey in life, and I know that Mr. Hagney and Mrs. St Clair and the staff at St John's or even at St Paul's are going to be delighted to welcome such kind, caring, hard-working and talented people. You're going to have wonderful opportunities and exciting times ahead of you. Mr. Hagney is very lucky indeed to have each and every one of you. I'd also like to say thank you to Mrs. St Clair for running such a fantastic transition programme. The children are certainly more than ready and very excited to move on to secondary school. And we do have a little token to say thank you to you for all that you do as well, Mrs. St Clair. So would you like to come forward and get your little gift? And if you wouldn't mind staying up to present the next awards as well, that would be lovely. Thank you. So moving on to our Primary 7 awards. For striving to meet high expectations, well done to Anaya Tanvir and Molly Reagan. And Molly Reagan. For dedication and perseverance, well done to Susan Beriaki and Eva McNamara. For numeracy, for Olivier Mazanka and Murtaza Salam and Yakub Kajut. Most improved in literacy, Julia Smith. Progress in literacy, Larissa Terninsky. For impeccable manners, Philippe Bukowski and Ethan Glass. For being helpful and kind, Lily Malone. stepping out of your comfort zone. Well done to Mohammed Zaid and Noruddin Bilhassan. For being a reflective learner to Megan McKay. For having a positive attitude to learning, Francis Birikani. For creativity to Mia Lee, Owen Boylan and Emily Maxwell. For physical education, Jack Simpson, Mackenzie Stewart and AJ Mackay. For showing courage, for Alex Gardner and Alicia O'Brien. For good behaviour, well done to Scarlett Smith. For being a hard worker, Isabella Moyer and Murren Fife. And for contributing to all aspects of the classroom, Lucy Anderson and Logan Robertson. And for making progress in all areas, Mia Anderson and Caden Riley. And for having a bubbly personality, well done to Yasmin Sadoun and Logan Donnet. For showing enthusiasm in all areas, well done to Adan Ahmad and Garam Neta. For humour, wit and bringing joy to the classroom, well done to Rhys Lowe, Daniel Hanton and Owen Maguire. For building resilience, well done to Keziah Makash and Aliyah Bajo. And for beautiful presentation, well done to Blair McIntosh and Kennedy Lindsay. I must admit, I didn't actually realise we actually had that many primary sevens. You're a big bunch, so you are. 51, yeah, I know, but just seeing you all standing, it's loads. And we've not done everybody yet, so there we go. Oh, children, I'm so proud of you indeed. And you know your parents are looking just now. And let's give you one big massive clap as we get a photograph taken for you as well. Well done. Okay. Oh my man! Oh God, I whistled out there and did. Well done, children. And I think, children, I think it was really clear there in hearing those celebrations from your parents just how proud I am. So well done. So, moving now on to our next announcement. I'll have that song in my head tonight when I go to my bed. Each year, we hold the Line Medal singing competition, and I am delighted to congratulate and present this year's Line Medal Award to Alice Newlands. Now, Alice has very kindly offered to sing her song, her winning song today. Alice, would you like to come here to sing it? Okay, just because you've got the microphone. And she's doing it without any music at all, so well done.
Speed bonny boat like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Loud the winds howl, loud the waves roar, thunderclaps rend the air. Baffled our foes stand by the shore, follow they will not dare. Speed bonny boat like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky.
I think that's just incredible to be able to stand up here and sing without any music. Well done, Alice. Just before the pandemic, our school was awarded our Sports Scotland Award, and this wasn't an award that's easy to obtain. There's only actually a few of the schools in the city that have achieved this, but despite our restrictions of our building and facilities, we achieved it. And this was down to the dedication and the caring staff who've offered up their time to provide after-school activities for our young people. I must give it, again, a special thanks to Mrs. Tierney, who I know is not with us today, for leading our school with this. She's made great efforts to get our children involved in physical activity and has helped reach, post-COVID, a staggering 85% of children in participating in physical activity. She never says no to any opportunities that come the children's way, and we're delighted to take the children this year to our cross-country event and to our athletics event as well. And we were really proud of the children's achievements. I would like to just say well done to Francis and Jack in Primary 7 for winning the gold in the 100 metres. To Miriam in Primary 7 for coming third in the 100 metres. To Lacey Hutchison in Primary 6 for winning her second place medal in the javelin finals. And to Lucy Anderson for winning, I think it was the 400 metres as well. So well done, Lucy. I must also give thanks to Susan, our Active Schools Coordinator, who has worked extremely closely with the school to achieve these things. We have a little token for you, Susan, if you would like to come forward, and we'll present with you your gift. So thank you very much. Now, I would like to just mention a little bit about our school football team. They have shown great grit and determination this year. I can remember their first few games and how hard it was for them to accept quite a big defeat. But they held their heads up high, picked themselves up, shown outstanding sportsmanship, with comments being made on how polite and respectful the team was, and shaking hands with the opponents. Over the months, they have grown so much, winning games against teams that have been extremely hard to beat in the past. They've worked very hard and their efforts were actually recognised when they took part in the Mickleham Cup only a few weeks ago. And they came runners-up in the overall tournament. And if that's not grit and determination, I don't know what is. So I'd like to give a special thanks and congratulations to our school football team and to thank Mr. Carlan and Miss Brewer and also Miss Ward, who's on her maternity leave at the moment, for their superb efforts in preparing and developing the squad. If our football squad could just stand up just now where you are, and we will give you all a massive round of applause. Well done. Can I now ask the team captain to come forward, please, and to collect the team's medal for the Mickleham Cup, please? Could you like to, is it Caden? Caden, would you like to come forward? And Susan will present to you the medal. Caden, just do you want to stand back up there and Mr. Forbes will take a photograph of you? Okay. Well done. In terms of our sporting achievements, I couldn't finish this year without celebrating the achievements of a very special girl in Primary 7. And throughout her years, she has shown dedication and commitment in her dancing. She clearly loves what she does, and I've never once heard her talk negatively about her training or events. This year, in celebration of the secondary school dance event at the Caird Hall, this girl was invited to dance on stage to hundreds of people around Dundee. But to be honest, this does not faze her one little bit. In fact, she's danced in front of thousands of people over the years. She's currently the United Kingdom, Commonwealth and World Pipe Band Open champion. And in her most recent Scottish Open Championships win, this ranked her #1 dancer in the world for her age. And it's with great pleasure and I'm just delighted to welcome Alice up on to the stage here one last time at St. Peter and Paul's to perform one of her dances. Alice, for your very last dance ever at St. Peter and Paul's, go and give it your best shot. Well done. Well done, Alice. Fantastic. And now can I ask Ms St Clair, could you come up again, please, to present out our Primary 7 trophy winning awards. Oh, this is the exciting bit, isn't it? For the Jean McNally Trophy for Literacy, it goes to Erica Ighodula. For the Hugh Gallagher Cup for achievement in numeracy to Miriam Okunlela and Murray Hall. For the Rena Murray Shield for citizenship, well done, Jack Brown. Sorry, I don't know if anyone was able to hear the name. For the Hugh Gallagher Cup of Achievement in Numeracy, it was going to Miriam and Murray Hall. And for the Rena Murray Shield of Citizenship, Jack Brown. Well done, Jack. For the Bobby Cox for outstanding effort, well done to Carly Easton. For the Jade McMahon Community Contribution Cup, well done, Ollie Miller. For the Growth Mindset Award, well done to Joel Lammer. For the Dance Trophy to Lucy Anderson and Alice Newlands. And Alice Newlands also. For the Dennis Burns Trophy for football, Olivier Mazanka. And for the top goal scorer, Hayden Riley. How many was it, Hayden? 25. How many was it in one of your games, though? 6 goals in one game. Fantastic. For outstanding contribution to the life of the school, Zach Ward. Well done. And could I ask Mrs. St. Clair just to have a seat just now, and Father Ken, would you like to come up to present the next award? For the, no, just leave them there. For the Cleary Award for Parish Links, it's going to Jack Daly. Children, I'd just like you to just stand there just now. I have a few words to say to Father Ken, and then we have our last trophy to hand out. So I would just like to say, Father Ken, just a few words to yourself. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Father Ken for all the help and support that he has given this year. He has, without fail, helped provide support to the school, and he has ensured continuous link between the parish and the school during the very hard times we've had. Thank you, Father Ken, for allowing us to use the church to put on shows and to also have access free of charge to the church hall for our music activities and for the Leavers Disco. Thank you very much. And we also look forward to having you back to full health very soon. We'd also like to congratulate Father Ken on his 40 years this weekend being ordained. And I know that you're not quite celebrating just at the moment until you're back to full health, but we wanted to give you a wee thing to congratulate you, to say how much we appreciate you and all that you do. So we have a little gift for your 40th anniversary. Well done, Father Ken. You've actually got a little T-shirt in there. Don't open it just now, but you have a little T-shirt in there, and you might want to take a photograph of it, and we'll send it to the children once you put it on. But I'm not going to say any more. Okay, so thank you, Father Ken. So our last award is for the John Duncan Award for Excellence, and that's going to Alice Newlands. Well done. Okay, and Mr. Forbes will get your photograph. Big smiles, hold up your trophy. Well done. No, you can take your, I don't mind you going and having your individual photographs with your trophies at the end. It's just that sometimes some do disappear and then we've got to replace them. So take your photographs at the end and then we'll collect your trophy in. Okay. So I would now like to ask Ollie and Lucy, our head boy, head girl, to come up onto the stage, please, or the altar. This year we have had Lucy Anderson and Ollie Miller as our head boy, head girl. They have been excellent role models in the school and have shown great leadership and care. They have exceptional personalities, which include great humour and maturity. I must thank them for their dedication in their role and to wish them all the very best as they move on to St John's. And so we have a little keepsake for you to take away with you today, and Mrs Mackenzie will now present them to you. Do you want to stand forward and Mr Forbes will get a photograph? Now, we'd just like to wait just a moment. So finally, I would like to announce our new head boy and head girl for next year. Our primary sixes have been working away on their presentations, and I'm so impressed with the efforts that they have put into these. Well done to all those who put themselves forwards. You've all worked so hard, and you should be very proud of yourselves. However, the final votes have been counted, and I am delighted to announce that our new head boy is Lucas Maguire. Lucas, if you'd like to come forward, please. Lucas, if you would like to come forward, please. And our new head girl is Maisha Saber. Now, the votes were counted and they were extremely close for our head boy. So we felt that what we should do is to have a depute this year, and that goes to Mohammed Wakar. Well done, Mohammed. And can I now ask our current head boy and head girl to pass on badges to our new head boy, head girl and depute, and if you got them, if they've done it already. So congratulations to them. Well done. Well done to all our prize winners today. It's been an absolute privilege to present our award winners today, and many thanks for everyone for coming along. And I wish you all a very warm and relaxing summer holiday, and a special wish goes to our amazing primary sevens as they move on to high school. You all have your own unique personalities, and together you have been amazing. We're going to miss you very much indeed. Can I also say, and I mentioned it before, our Leavers Disco last Friday was the best Leavers Disco I think I've been to. You danced your socks off so much that there actually wasn't much eaten or drunk at all. The music was absolutely fantastic as well, and who would have thought that you would be singing your hearts out to Sweet Caroline, Build Me Up Buttercup, Rick Astley, my favourite, and to Whitney Houston. You were all just fantastic. I actually felt like I was at the clubbie. Even your teachers had to be dragged off the dance floor to help cut the cake. I really cannot wait for us to go to Dalguys, because you're such a great bunch of children. And so we will start that tomorrow, so it's going to be really good fun. I hope you've all packed and you're ready to go. Moving on, I hope that you shine in all that you do, follow your dreams, and always aim high. Best of luck to our primary sevens. We do need, however, to also say goodbye to Mr. Forbes, to Mr. Rice, and to Miss Payton. I know it's not easy to move on to a new setting. However, there is no doubt that you are going to enjoy the new opportunities that come your way. On behalf of all the pupils, the staff, and the parents, we wish you all the very best and thank you for all your hard work and support this over the past few years. I must also say a special note of thanks to Mr. Forbes for playing at Mass over the past few years and helping out at the Education Mass at such short notice just the other week as well. We also wish Miss McAlpine all the very best as she leaves us to have her baby, and we wish her all the very best and hope that we see her very, very soon. We also want to give a warm welcome to Miss Vassey, Miss Taylor, Miss Riley and Miss Hill, who will be joining our school in the new term. I'd like to finally wish Miss Stewart and Miss Monroe all the very best as they get ready for their wedding days in the summer holidays. And we'll need to remember that when they return, Miss Stewart will be Mrs. Hamilton and Miss Monroe will be Mrs. Gray. So we'll hope that you both have a very great day indeed. All the best. So I think I've thanked many people today, but finally I would like to thank you, the children, for all that you have done this year. You have made our school a place that everyone enjoys working in and learning in. You've coped so well over the year and you should be extremely proud of yourselves. You are all ready now to move on to your new classes and begin your new and exciting challenges that await. Remember, as you move on to your new classes and stage, be the best you can be and always aim high as well. Well done to our children today. So this concludes this afternoon's award ceremony, and I'd like to thank everyone for coming along. Thank you also to Mrs. Main for helping out at the back on the PowerPoint. You've done an amazing job. I hope you all have a wonderful summer break, and I look forward to 2022-23. May I ask Father Ken to finish our prize giving with a closing prayer, and we will have our wonderful summer song, which is our Together song, and remember our actions as well. Thank you very much.
Before our final prayer, can I take this opportunity of expressing all our thanks? She has thanked everybody today for all their work, but I would like to particularly, on behalf of the children, the staff, and the parents and the parish, to thank Mrs. Darby for all she's done. You will be aware that these last few years have been very difficult, and she has handled her role as head teacher with diplomacy, with tact, but above all, with that word that she mentioned earlier, love. So, Mrs. Darby, thank you for all you do. There's no gin, you got it yesterday. My friends, let us stand as we pray our final prayer at the end of today. Loving Father, as we come to the end of another school year, we turn to you in confidence and place our lives before you. Enable us to leave behind any regrets and entrust the past to your mercy, the present to your love, and the future to your providence. Help us to appreciate more the need to keep a good balance in our lives, and may the holiday ahead be for us a time of rest and recreation. Help restore us and recreate us in your image and likeness as we enjoy more of the love and presence of our families on whom we ask your blessing. And I look forward, along with Mrs. Sinclair and some of the senior pupils from St. John's, to welcoming our primary 7 next week as they receive their gift from the parish of their new tie for St. John's or St. Paul's. And may Almighty God bless us all, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Right, let's have our song.
just going on 5 to 3, but by the time the children actually get back to their classes and get all their bits and pieces, it probably is going to be about 10 past 3 anyway, because I would have said collect your children just that little bit earlier, but we might be struggling to get them all out in time. Okay, so children, just make your way back to the school. Thank you.